How's it going, folks, and welcome back to Newcastle. Today we have the first leg of the Champions League knockout round first round and just the small matter of a Carabao Cup final. We're taking on Liverpool. It's going to be big. We're without a few centre-backs and there's a mini injury crisis. Let's get into this. So yes, folks, how is it going? And welcome back to Newcastle. The month is February. It is the 26th of February, to be precise. Today, as I've already mentioned, we have the first leg of the Champions League knockout round. We are taking on AC Milan. And then following on from that, we are going to be playing in the Carabao Cup against Liverpool in the final. This, of course, a competition we've not yet won. We lost the final of it last year. It's eluded us thus far. And whilst our trophy cabinet is getting, well, more and more full, this is one I would actually like to add today. Now, of course, last episode we beat Man City 5-2, and since then we've been in some really good form. We kicked things off in the month of February with a 2-1 win against Aston Villa. This would be the only game we've conceded goals in so far this month, as in the 4 following games, we've not been beaten at the back. Ramsdale's been in good form. We kicked it off with a 2-0 win against Everton, Arian B and Ransford Yeboah with the goals. Of course, Ransford recalled from his loan at Ajax, and so far he's turned into a pretty good, useful little squad player for us. Came on off the bench, I want to say, in a fair few games. In this game, he did start against Everton, to be fair, and yeah, he was rewarded with a goal. In the next game, we played Fulham in the FA Cup. This is a game we are expected to win, and well, win it, we most certainly did. Fulham did not have a shot on target. Adeyemi grabbed a brace. Alphonso Davies out on the left-hand side doing his thing. Actually got another assist to add to his scrapbook. 13 in 27 games so far this season. Not quite on course for Luca Dean's numbers of last year, but he's still been pretty blooming good for us. And well, the last 2 games of the month thus far, 2-0 wins. The first away from home against Leicester, Adeyemi grabbing 2 in this one, and then most recently, Calvert-Lewin, coming back from his injury, which of course he's had, got on the score sheet, which was great to see. Has been out with sprained ankle ligaments for a few weeks. Not a minor injury by any means, caused him a few little issues, but good to see him score 5 minutes into his return. Adeyemi continued his great goal-scoring run going. He's been in some really good form this year, and actually, he's becoming quite the late bloomer. I feel like a lot of people look at players kind of in their early 20s and kind of write them off and say, well, that's them done. But if we just look at Adeyemi's development over the last 6 months, you can see here there has been notable gains, well, everywhere. He's still got some potential, I feel like, to fulfill. And yeah, he's looking really good, the 23-year-old. 20 goals in the Premier League so far this season. That doesn't even put him in the top 3 for goal scoring, which is quite the surprise. He's trailing Greenwood, Lukaku and Haaland. Elsewhere, well, for a long time, Calvert-Lewin and Havertz were kind of accompanying Adeyemi in this list. They have fallen down as of late. The goal scoring has been spread really throughout the entire squad. And while talking about the squad, a few little revelations going on since you were last here. The first, remember Hussein Al-Anezi, the Saudi youngster that we picked up at the start of the year? We loaned him out for the first half of the season. When we sold Almada, I recalled him to be a squad player. It'd be safe to say that in his Premier League games thus far, he's not done that well. And to make matters worse, he's asked for a leave of absence, which my face is covering. We can just go back a screen here. Look, this doesn't happen very often. We've given him permission to go back to Saudi Arabia for a month to try and collect his head. That is a little bit concerning that he's struggling to settle in. Elsewhere, 2 players currently out injured. Godfrey, the worst of these injuries, he's broken his foot. Yeah, he could be out for up to 3 months. And this on its own would be an annoying injury, but it's a bit of a misery compiler when Tomori, just a few weeks ago now, twisted his ankle. He's out for 3 weeks. So not quite as bad as Godfrey, but Godfrey would have been the man to come in. As a result, we are a little bit bare bones at the back suddenly. So kicking things off today, we've got the Champions League first knockout round, first leg. We want to get off to a good start here. In terms of today's opposition, it is AC Milan. Pioli is their manager. They are 3rd in Serie A. And looking at things, Juventus have just been the dominant force in the league in recent years. That said, it's a very tight battle at the top. Theo Hernandez, perhaps the main man for Milan that we need to be scared of. A player who I did look at a few years ago as a possible left-back option. Of course, in the end, we went with Davies. Worth noting, has a little bit of a knock, so he might not even be available for this game. That would be a blessing. But as much as I want to focus on the opposition, we have to focus on our own game. And you might look at this starting 11 and think, That's very attacking. Indeed, it is. So at the back, Fofana is playing wide centre-back with Gvardiol. The man who I've given the nod to come in and play at the centre of the defence is Martin Johansson. Yes, we were talking just last episode about the bias that you give to your first regen that comes through that looks really good in a save game. This is that man. He has been great for us. He's already played 3 times in the Champions League, a 7.87 rating in the competition, so I feel like he is capable of stepping up for us today. Elsewhere in the team, at right back, Mbabu is going to come in for Livramento. Mbabu has been a pretty reliable player, has been in some good form as well, hence him starting. Does mean that Livramento is going to drop to the bench. I feel like we forget that Livramento is still kind of a youngster developing. At 22 years old, look at the sea of green arrows. He can still get better yet. I feel like between him and Mbabu, there's some good healthy competition for right back. In the midfield is where things get interesting. Declan Rice, sorry mate, you're on the bench. And the reason he's on the bench is because we are going with a midfield duo of Jude Bellingham alongside Kai Havertz. Yeah, this might seem weird, but we're going to play Havertz as a box-to-box midfielder in the middle. This is a role that Havertz is very well suited to playing. Maybe we lack a little bit of the defensive steel that we'd normally have with this two-man pairing, but what it allows is Yusuf Demir to then come into the team and play as the advanced playmaker on attack behind our front two, which for today's game is going to be Calvert-Lewin back from his injury and Adeyemi. And yeah, looking at the condition, looking at the match sharpness, we're in a good little spot with our team. We are kind of, I guess with the exception of the issues at the back, still pretty fortunate when it comes to our injuries so far this season. But anyway, we will submit our team for today's game. The other semi-final going on is Roma v Real Madrid. Of course, just as a little reminder, this is the knockout stages, but there is no away goals. They've been scrapped in real life and therefore scrapped in Football Manager. I expect us, given our recent form, to win this game. We are currently on, by the way, a club record unbeaten run. We have not lost since last May. And when we lost in May, it was a 3-0 defeat against West Ham. We've been on a crazy, crazy run this year. We've looked so good. Fingers crossed. We're going to keep it going today on the big stage under the floodlights. Gvardiol is going to pick up the ball here. Takes it down nicely from the goal kicking. Or looks to bring it out from the back. Havertz, Demir, Fred through Adeyemi. What a ball that was. Adeyemi couldn't quite get... Well, I was going to say this shot on goal. He did get it on goal. It was a great stop. And we're going to go forward again. It's a relentless attack right now. An onslaught on the Milan goal. It's whipped in and Bemba's going to get it away. But, a good early chance goes a-begging. The ball by Demir, by the way, to Adeyemi was a crazy, crazy through ball. Great win by Davies there with the tackle too. I feel like the team that we've got here is as close to a super team as I'm going to get all year. Is there another highlight here? I was waiting for the highlight to end. It may not end. Calvert-Lewin's effort's now blocked. I thought the Adeyemi chance was the chance. But we had another that probably should have ended in a goal. We might even bring it forward a third time. Gvardiol, Davies again on this left-hand side. He's going to dink it in. Calvert-Lewin can't win his header. Havertz keeps it alive, though. Now with Gvardiol, who's going to put it towards Mbabu at right back. Options in the middle for him to pick out. He's going to go to the wide centre-back in Fofana. And I was anticipating another highlight. It never came. It remains 0-0. So halfway through this first half, we've had 7 shots. Just the one on target, but we're having a pretty good portion of the possession considering we're away from home here. Defensively, we've looked really, really good. Apparently down the left-hand side, we are really shining. Ramsdale, nice collection there. He's been very, very reliable in goal, has Aaron Ramsdale. I feel like I've not really given him enough credit. We talk about all the clean sheets we've been getting over the last month. 4 in a row going into this game. He's been a big part of that with some big stops. And while Demir plays through Calvert-Lewin, he hits the post. Adeyemi is fast, though, and is able to get there. He goes down. Not going to get a penalty for that one. My word. The goal feels inevitable. I'd really like to get it before half-time. Also, they've got Mukiele in their team. Of course they've got Mukiele. Our former man playing right back. I totally forgot he was there. So far in this game, Davies has had him in his back pocket. Calabria playing it forward to Rodrigo. Back now, the centre-back in Palmard. Can we win the ball here, or can we force Milan wide and cause them to give away the ball as they look to play it into the middle? Brahim Diaz threaded through superbly. Can he pull it back? Can he hold it up? He can. Plays it. It's blocked. Johansson heads it away from goal, and Babu is going to just about deal with it. And well, we are approaching half-time. Somehow, some way, still 0-0. Okay, I'm telling the players that we have not been good enough here. We need to step it up in this second half. I felt like for large portions of that game, we were the better team. We created some good opportunities, But we do actually have to score the opportunities that we create. I think it says a lot that two of the players with the worst ratings in that first half were our strikers. Demir crosses it in. Calvert-Lewin blocked, shot, saved again. How have we not scored here? Their goalkeeper is on absolute fire right now. We are going to have a corner though. Demir, very good delivery into the box. It's saved, it's blocked. How is this not in? Gvardiol shoots wide. And I look to the ceiling looking for some answers. And we go straight into another highlight. I mean, how do the Milan defence feel? I'm exhausted watching it. They are chasing shadows right now. Can we create something this time going forward? Gvardiol going to just step out with the ball. They're not too keen to press our Milan here, but that kind of suits us. That's fine with us. We will pick out the balls from deep, like that one to Mbabu. What a ball in. Can he find one of the many players queuing up in the middle? He gives it to Davies, who hits it on the volley. It would have been incredible if it had gone in. The keeper, I think, always had that saved. But the pressure continues to mount. We're only 10 minutes into this half. I was about to say 10 seconds into this half. If we'd managed 2 corners and 5 shots on goal in 10 seconds, that would be impressive. Throwing on this near side, it's Mukiele, our former man, throwing it to Brahim Diaz. He's going to play it to Traore, and now with Mukiele, he's going to cross it in, and oh my word, they've hit the crossbar. It's going to go over. It wouldn't have been offside. That was maybe a little warning for us. I'm going to shout to man more. I'm thinking about changing things up. I'm going to take off Mbabu and bring in Livramento. Besides that, the players have somewhat stepped up their performance in the second half. I don't want to ruin a good thing, disrupt the rhythm with how we're playing at the moment because, well, despite them hitting the woodwork there, you do feel like a goal is coming. What a ball by Yusuf Demir. Adeyemi really has to finish that. Really has to finish that. He's kicked it straight at the goalkeeper. We have an XG of 3. It's still 0-0. 15 minutes left. I talked about this goal feeling inevitable. Surely this game is not going to finish 0-0. Even with 15 minutes left, I feel like there's something coming. This time it's going to be Bellingham with the ball. Of course, playing that deeper role for us today, doing it reasonably well. I feel like the player playing that position always suffers average rating-wise, but they are very essential to kind of dealing with centre attacking mids that we come up against. And finally, we have the breakthrough. It came via a great ball by Kai Havertz from deep. Of course, playing box-to-box midfielder today. Picks out Adeyemi with one of those big balls through that we seem to see all the time. Building out from the back, looking patient, and then suddenly Havertz sees his man. Adeyemi's already on the shoulder of the defender, takes it down one touch, hits it with his second, into the bottom corner. We have the breakthrough. I feel like we deserve that. 5 minutes left here. I've not made any other changes since I brought on Livramento. Should we make a change now? You know what? If this was a real football match, there'd be a last-minute change happening. Got to bring in Ransford Yeboah. We'll bring in Declan Rice as well, just to kill off time here. As, well, this game feels destined to finish 1-0. It feels like a game where it could have been so many more. We had so many opportunities during that game. Milan in the second half definitely fell off a little bit. As for ourselves, we have to be happy with it. Davies got an 8.6, Adeyemi on an 8.6. Yusuf Demir as well. The £144 million man. He's been good in the league with a 7.75 rating. That's his first Champions League game for us. He looked pretty good going forward. It would have been nice if we could have won that one 5-0 like we did against Arsenal last year in the semi-final, so I could play a rotated 11 for the second leg. That game is on the horizon, but today we have bigger fish to fry. It's the Carabao Cup final. It's at Wembley. It's in only a matter of days' time. We're going to rest up, go back in with our full-strength team. Let's see if we can keep this crazy unbeaten and defensive run going. Yeah, we look really good at the back. Okay, folks, we are back, and I think I might have found the best looking regen in FM22. I know a load of people say regen faces, they get worse every year. What are Sports Interactive doing? Let me change your mind right now. Raul Reynoso. Look at that. Look, I mean, that is... would it be wrong to sign him just because of the hair? I mean, he's wearing a headband, and I love it. He's in contention for the Next Gen Award, which is like the best youngster. In previous years, Demir's won it. Makoko won it most recently. Talk me out of it. Raul Reynoso, for a combination of your footballing ability and your hair, you are on my watch list. I realise I need to be careful telling 18-year-olds that they're on my watch list. Shall we play some Football Manager? We've got Liverpool. It's the Carabao Cup. Liverpool have been a constant thorn in our side. And of course, this year in the league, they've been pushing us pretty hard. I didn't talk about this in the first half. We recapped all the wins in the league. I didn't show you the lay of the land. I mean, the lay of the land is this. We are unbeaten with 10 games left of the year. We have 74 points. Liverpool trail us on 65. They are realistically the only team that have a chance of catching us. The next couple of games in the league are going to be difficult, though. You can see here we've got Manchester United away, Chelsea away, and then Milan at home straight afterwards. We are going to do a couple of these games next time out. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a triple header next episode. We've not done one of those in a little while. Realistically, though, if we get results away from home against United and Chelsea, the title's ours. I'm going to say it. The title is ours. We will have won our first Premier League. That would be lovely. What would also be lovely is to win our first Carabao Cup final. I was looking through the past winners. Of course, we lost in the final recently. In real life, Newcastle also lost in the final in the 70s. So maybe it's going to be third time lucky for us today. So in terms of the team going into this match, not a lot different from the previous game. We are going to bring Livramento in for Mbabu, who didn't wow me last time out. Elsewhere in the team, nothing else changes. Johansson holds down his spot at the heart of our defence. Ramsdale in goal. Alphonso Davies was absolutely outstanding last time out. He starts on the left-hand side. Demir looked really good at centre attack in mid, so no kind of hesitation keeping him in. Elsewhere, the Havertz-Bellingham centre-mid combo is going to persist here. This is going to be a bit of a test, I think, for this midfield duo. It also gives you an idea of how ridiculously good Jude Bellingham is in Football Manager this year. Of course, defensively, 13 defending, kind of as a combination of his passing, his tackling, his positioning, and his marking is pretty good. Because of how good he is, it looks kind of average, Bellingham's defending. Of course, it's something that we do rely on. I'm interested to see how he does being the kind of defensive man in our midfield today. This is going to be a bit of a slightly different task, I think, to the one against Milan. Ditching the kind of traditional ball-winning midfielder, someone who just defends, and that's what they do in Declan Rice, in favour of just someone who's a bit more complete as a player, I think can help us on the ball that little bit more. I say that, but of course Declan Rice does have 15 passing, 18 composure, and 16 vision. He's not too bad on the ball either. Calvert-Lewin and Adeyemi sticking with them up top. I felt like they were a little wasteful last game. Maybe that's a harsh analysis of their performance, but I don't know. I feel like against Milan, a win was good away from home. We could have and probably should have won by a few more. Hopefully, we're going to win this one here. I mean, we don't need to win this one by a massive margin. It's a single-legged final. It's at Wembley. It's been a happy hunting ground for us recently. And, in the last few kind of cup finals we've been in, where we've played Liverpool, we've won them. So I'm backing us today. 27 minutes gone, and it's been a very quiet game so far. But maybe it's going to spring into life here as Salah plays it forward towards Mane. Ramsdale reads it, though, and just comes out and collects relatively comfortably. You can see Liverpool looking to press from the off. We lump the ball forward towards Calvert-Lewin. He can't win it in the air, but Davies is going to mop up the pieces. And now we have a grip on possession. Can we play it through the press? Can we find the killer edge, the killer instinct? I mean, Davies looks like he might have it. He's found himself through. He hits it. And it demanded a very good save from the goalkeeper to tip it over. Demir now with a free kick, and he hits the crossbar. Fofana, rebound, squares it to Calvert-Lewin. The defender gets in. A vital toe. Johansson now with his back to goal gives it to Bellingham. Fofana out wide. Can he put in a ball of quality? He can't. We hit the woodwork, and we probably should have scored the resulting rebound as well. It was some great defending. Demir over this set piece again, though. Plays it in. Johansson heads over. He is very good from set pieces, Johansson, but Demir's free kick was an outstanding effort. The rebound didn't go in, but another chance for a set piece delivery here. It goes over everyone. The assistant, I think, has flagged for it on the far side. The referee has blown his whistle. I think we could be about to see a controversial penalty, but it's in our favour, so it's not controversial as far as I'm concerned. We've been given it. Karim Adeyemi. This man has been the boy this season. He's scored everything that comes his way. Can he score here when it matters the most? He can. He smashes it into the bottom corner. He unleashes his kind of inner ghost, the spirit of Gabriel Barbosa and his 20 penalty kick taking. It still persists in this team. And Adeyemi tapped into the spirits there of Gabby. Slots it away, makes it 1-0. Bellingham with the ball, going to play it forward to Adeyemi. That was a big searching ball. Robertson, I mean, it looked like he tripped him up from behind. The referee's not giving it, so I guess Adeyemi fell over for no reason. Mane plays through Fabian, who's through, chips it. Oh my word, that would have been a filthy finish if it had ended up in the back of the net. Fortunately for us, it's just over. Bellingham is on a booking and has a knock. Kind of tempted to take him off, but we'll let this highlight play out first. There's a free kick there by Havertz, was not particularly convincing. It's opened up the opportunity for Liverpool to perhaps catch us out on the counter-attack, although Bellingham wins the ball back well. Demir, well, he has great passing range. He's not displayed it there. Firmino to Fabian, yet again, through on goal. Can he finish it this time? He can. We had the warning signals. We saw him go through and, well, chip it just over the crossbar, and right before half-time, Liverpool have taken one of the few chances they've created, and it all came from a misplaced pass by Yusuf Demir. Really nice movement off the ball, to be fair. Firmino dropping in deep, Fabian making the run on ahead, and the finish itself into the top corner. Not going to blame Ramsdale for that one. I thought we were about to go in at half-time at 1-1, but it might get worse for us here, or maybe it can get better as we now have possession. There's 5 seconds left of the half. If anything's going to come of this, it needs to happen now. Oh my word, what was that? What have we been... I mean, that's uncomfortable viewing. That back pass nearly ended up in the back of the net, but it is 1-1 at the break. Going to tell the players at half-time, I am far from pleased. We need a better performance, and you know what? No messing around today. 5 minutes into the second half, I'm getting shouty, and a highlight starts right away. Demand more. It's just overpowered. Look at it. The ball into Mir. It's blocked. I really thought my shouts was going to be the influencing factor there, but instead it was a huge defensive block by the Liverpool man on the near post that stops us from taking an early lead in this second half. Corner now for Liverpool on this far side. Martin Odegaard flips it in, and well, Fabinho's there to nod it in. That was very simple, wasn't it? Also, the verb to flip it in, that's not footballing terminology, I've just made that up, was a great flipping cross, wasn't it, by Odegaard? It did loop towards the back post, to be fair. No one picked up Fabinho, unmarked. Can we score a corner of our own in response? Demir puts it in. It's cleared away, only as far as Fofana, though. The wide centre-back, can he work some magic in the wide area? He gives it to Bellingham. Back to goal. His attempted ball into the box is blocked. Bellingham is still struggling with a knock, I think, and he is on a booking. I'm going to take him off, I've decided. After this highlight, even if he scores, he's coming off the pitch. I mean, Declan Rice, as far as plan Bs on the bench, is not too shabby, if I might say so myself. Hopefully, it's not going to be a change that comes in vain and a little too late, as, well, Trent Alexander-Arnold is bringing it down this far side. He whips it in. It's headed away. Adeyemi can't get there, though. And now with Andy Robertson, Bobby Firmino, Fabian, he's already scored one, and he very nearly bent that into the top corner for another. Yeah, Bellingham is struggling this game. He's had a knock. It's holding him back. We're going to bring in Declan Rice. Elsewhere, Calvert-Lewin's been pretty poor today. I'm going to bring in Sesko for him. Maybe Sesko's physical presence can be what we need in this game to get back into things. Demir, near post, corner. Johansson heads just over, trying to get revenge on Liverpool after they scored one of their corners. Unfortunately, it's not in the back of the net. There's 20 minutes left, and we've been all over them. But we are going to need a goal, and there's going to come a point here where we have to push the tempo and play more direct. And I think that time might have arrived. I'm not going to change things too drastically because we have been on top in this game. Just looking for us to get the ball forward a little bit quicker. And while with 10 minutes left, we have a highlight, although there may be some defending to be done here. Liverpool with the ball at the edge of the box. Fabinho, the goal scorer, to Odegaard. Liverpool with the ball at the edge of our box. We're allowing them to have it there. We'll sit back off them. They can have a long shot if they want. Trying to force them wide to win the ball. They carve us open, and Ramsdale, oh my word. What a stop by the goalkeeper. If we go on to win this game, that save will go down in Newcastle United folklore. But in order for that to happen, we need to score. We need to do something. Adeyemi, could we score from the corner? No, we can't. Okay, 5 minutes left in this game. It's time for a roll of the dice. Yusuf Demir, on you come, pressing forward on attack. Declan Rice, you can go to a box-to-box midfielder role, I think. In fact, you know what? He's going to play as a little bit of a quarterback for us, as a deep line playmaker on defend. Davies, go on attack. Livramento, go on attack. I've got one sub in my back pocket, and I'm very tempted to use it. I'm going to use it. We're going to go to a back two of Gvardiol and Johansson. In fact, no, we're not. We're going to go for Fofana and Gvardiol, And then I'm going to bring in Ransford Yeboah. And I'm just going to play him as a shadow striker. In fact, we'll swap him and Demir around. Now we're looking not for the overlap. We're playing it through the middle. Lump it, hit early crosses. Be more disciplined. Stick to this game plan. This is what we need to do. Over the defence, distribute quickly, lump it long, and press. Press like you've never pressed before. Press like we're making lemonade. Get stuck in. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution. We have an unbeaten run to try and maintain, and we're throwing all the dice now. We've got to take some gambles. We've got to take some risks. There's a high chance that Liverpool just score right away. That would be a little bit sad, wouldn't it? Mane gives it away to Rice. Now we look to get the ball forward. Ransford Yeboah, he's got players all around him, including Livramento on the overlap. He gives it back to Ransford. He's going to play it forward. Adeyemi must be offside there. Doesn't finish it anyway. The keeper makes a good stop. It was offside. And we'll go very attacking. There's 2 minutes left. Come on, Football Manager. Please, 4 minutes of added time. We need something, anything. Maybe there's one last kick of the game here. We've deserved to have something in this game. Yusuf Demir, the £144 million man, steps up and smashes it into the top corner. He's been worth every penny. The comment section yesterday, they were questioning me. They were mocking me. They're not mocking me anymore, folks. It's 2-2. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Yusuf Demir, you big, big boy. I need to change our tactic back. Now, you might be wondering, Jack, can you change the tactic back? Kind of. Declan Rice is going to play at centre-back now as part of a back three. Davies and Livramento at wing-back still. Yusuf Demir, you're now a box-to-box midfielder. Happy Christmas. I mean, he can kind of do it, besides the whole defending thing. It'll be fine. Havertz is alongside him. Ransford Yeboah, who he really threw on as a last roll of the dice, he's now on the pitch as well. He has to play centre-attacking mid for us. We do get one more sub, I believe, in extra time. I'm going to take off Livramento and bring in Babu. Okay, I don't get another sub. We've used all our changes. This is the 11. Going back to what we know. We've got 30 more minutes of this. I need to calm down. Right, I'm delighted. Come on, trying to motivate the players. I mean, I can't believe Demir just scored that free kick with the last kick of the game. How heartbreaking will it be now if we, go on to slip up here. Ball whipped in. Sesko heads it away. I notice my assistant is suggesting I make a change. I wonder if I can make another sub. And I just jumped the gun as I tried to make tactical changes. They just nearly scored there. Can I make a change? I can make a change. Right, and Babu on your come at right wing back. I was about to say we're through the first 15 minutes here, but it could go on that little bit longer. There's 40 seconds left. It's given to Ransford Yeboah. He's going to bring it forward. He was on loan at Ajax. We've recalled him. That's not the impact in the game I brought him on to provide. And into the second half of extra time we go here. Never before has a Carabao Cup tie been so exciting. Mbabu, Ransford Yeboah, Mbabu, back to goal, gives it to Kai Havertz. He gives it back to Fofana. Ransford Yeboah, players in front of him. Sesko's one of them. He hits it. It would have been offside. It wouldn't have counted. It was a good stop, actually, by their goalkeeper. And with, potentially our last action as a user, we're going to demand more here. The corner's whipped in. It's headed away. It's time to get shouty and try and motivate the players. Can we craft out one last opportunity? Fofana gives it away to Curtis Jones. And now Liverpool may be looking to bring it forward. I feel like we've been the better team in this extra time. It's been all one-way traffic, but Liverpool have already shown they're capable of scoring, and they're going to hope they're capable of scoring again here. So the ball's going to find its way through to Harvey Elliott. Mane has it. Datro finds the back of the net. Is this offside? I think he's on. And I'm a bit scared to admit that I think he's on. He is. Liverpool, 10 minutes left here. Take the lead again. And we're going to need some similar heroics. Oh, we have a mountain to climb. Datro Fofana with the goal. If you're wondering, Jack, what's the change going to be? I'm just doing the exact same formation again. Don't question it. I think the player roles are slightly different this time around, but the premise is the same. We need to get the ball forward quickly and just lump it forward to our attackers and hope they can do something. I might be going for this a little bit sooner than I need to with 10 minutes left, but I don't know. We scored once doing this. Can we do it again? Just going to tick all the options. I think that's the most logical strategy here. Just make sure everything's ticked. There's the team. We'll stay on a... No. Actually, we're going very attacking. I've decided. Confirm the changes. We need a goal. Yusuf Demir, we need a goal. He puts it in. Jones heads it away, but Kai Havertz should mop up the pieces here. Lots of men committed to the attack. Can King Kai find a man in the middle? Sesko back post, knocked it down to Adeyemi. His shot is blocked by Sula, and it goes wide of the post. We are knocking on the door. We have 7 minutes left to get a goal here. It's whipped towards Adeyemi. It's dealt with. Davies with the ball, gives it to Demir. Could we get it into the box? Maybe. I want to believe. Davies whips in. Adeyemi, free header. And the keeper saves it now. How? Demir, he's been the king of set pieces. Adeyemi has another effort. This time it's gone over the bar. A shout of demand more. 3 minutes left in this game. A minute and a half left. I really can't do a lot more here, can I? I can't. I'm staying with what we've got here. There's a minute of added time. And we're going to lose like that. I don't even know what I've just witnessed. One of the craziest cup finals you'll see. And I'm kind of looking at this with a smile. This is a smile that's here to hide the pain. Maybe we're just destined to never win the Carabao Cup. If we'd won it after Demir's free kick, it goes down in folklore. That Ramsdale save to keep it at 2-1. That was bloody brilliant. In the end, it's all for naught. I just feel sad. I mean, as far as cup finals go, one for the neutrals. I've not enjoyed that one little bit. Disappointing result. An entertaining match, I suppose, is what we should look at. We ended up with an XG of 3.89. We created so much, but unfortunately, we just couldn't get the goals that we probably deserved. And Liverpool defended pretty heroically in the end. Okay, I need to go away and calm down. Next time out is the Champions League first knockout round second leg. We're also going to throw in the games against Manchester United and Chelsea as part of a triple header. So for those of you who love matches, there's lots of those coming your way tomorrow, and I hope to see you guys then. If you have enjoyed today's video, do slap a like on it. Give me some words of encouragement. Give me some reasons to be optimistic. After what we've just seen, can we take one step closer towards the Premier League title next time? You'll have to tune in to find out. And well, until then, it is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.